here's another project that's easy, fun, and a great way to grow some lettuce right outside your kitchen door. I've got this pot. I'm going to call it my lettuce bowl pot. And I have some seeds here. I have a wine country mesclun. That looks nice. I have container lettuce. Actually, lettuce that's made just for containers by Renee's Garden. It's called Garden Baby's Butterhead. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? It's pretty too. But I think I'm going to choose for this, I'm going to choose this high moin mesclun mix. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I like the idea of having all different kinds of salad material in one pot. To do this, I'm going to have to kind of take my gloves off because I looked in there and the seeds are really fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to broadcast. I've got this nice soil here. You can use any kind of soil that's fairly fine. You can use a compost or just a really good balanced potting soil. So I filled it up with a good balanced potting soil with a little compost mixed in. Look at these seeds. They're all different kinds. I don't even know what all's in here. And just for grins, if you wanted to, you could even add a little basil seed. There's some sticking on there, so I'm just going to scoop that off there. So now I'm going to take this with my fingers and I'm simply going to broadcast. Just kind of evenly as I can, no big deal. Because this is all going to come up. And in fact, this variety on the package says it's ready to harvest in 28 days. Now that's what I call fast food. 28 days. And you can probably harvest a little bit before that. That's what they call microgreens. You simply use scissors, cut it at the base of each individual little plant leaf, and then it actually will come back. It's called cut and come again varieties. Can you just imagine when this starts growing how pretty it's going to be? And tasty. Now this is a little trick that I do. It makes things so much easier. I just take some potting soil that's nice and fine textured, and I simply want to just kind of cover those up. You don't need to do very much, maybe 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch. They're not very thick seeds. Generally speaking, you want to take the size of the seed, the thickness, and bury them 3 times that depth. So these are pretty narrow, thin seeds. I'm not going to cover them up very much, but I'm just going to kind of sprinkle this. In fact, it doesn't take long at all. The idea is just make sure you cover them all up really well. In order for that seed to germinate, it has to have good soil contact. So I like to kind of just pat it down a little bit. That ensures good contact with that soil. And all that is left to do is simply water it well, keep it moist so it will germinate, and in a few days those seeds are going to start popping up through, and I see a couple that I missed, so I'm just going to go back over. If you see any seeds exposed, just cover them up and press them down. And within a month, I'm going to be eating salad.